Hello everybody, my name is Calvin Larson. I graduated from Two Rivers High School in 2015, so I'm a little bit out from there. But I'd like to start off by saying thank you all so much for coming out and showing your support for the Two Rivers Area Fund tonight. This fund has done really great things in our community, specifically helping out with DECA, and my participation in DECA really did change my life for the better. I joined this club when I was a sophomore in high school just to see what it was all about, and it was easily one of the best decisions that I've ever made. That year, our chapter decided to do a public relations project called See It, Say It, Stop It. This was an anti-bullying campaign that was geared towards having kids, if they see bullying, to say something about it in order to stop it. We did multiple things such as going to schools and promoting our message, as well as shooting a commercial which played all across the Northland during that time. This program truly did change the lives of some kids that we heard of, and that was more than I could have ever asked for out of that. We put our presentation together for that and took it to the state competition. And there we took third place, which was good enough to get us a ticket to Anaheim, California for the international competition. And when we went there, that was easily one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. I had no idea that there was something like that out there for students to participate in and learn about business. And it was at that conference that I truly figured out that the world of business is where I belonged. After we presented our initial presentation, we found out we made it to finals, and after we did finals presentation, we were hoping to make it in the top 3 in the world. Unfortunately, we didn't, but we later found out that we got 4th place, so I wasn't too upset about that anymore. My junior year, we did a project called Feeding the Future, where we were bringing up the issue of childhood hunger in our community, and we really wanted to act towards stopping that happening. We partnered with the backpack program, which would send kids home with a backpack full of food for the weekend so that they could eat while they weren't at school. We raised money and awareness through multiple events throughout the course of our project, and then we took it to the state competition. We were very proud of what we did, and we ended up getting 3rd place there for the 2nd year in a row. So this year we went to internationals in Atlanta, Georgia. That was also an amazing conference to go to and a great experience for myself and the chapter. Unfortunately, we didn't make it past finals that year, but it was still a great experience nonetheless. My senior year rolled around, and I wanted to end it off on a high note. So with grant money, we started a Wi-Fi project where we would bring Wi-Fi into companies in Two Harbors, and they would have that available for customers for free. And that was, the idea behind that was that customers would come in more often and stay there longer with the free Wi-Fi, just in an effort to try to stimulate the economy and help out businesses. After getting multiple businesses, we ended up having a pretty solid project put together, and we took it to the state competition, and unfortunately we didn't make it to internationals that year. Although we didn't make it and I was upset, it was still a great experience, and it really propelled me into what I would go into next, with all the lessons I learned from DECA. After DECA was over, I needed to figure out where I wanted to go to college. I knew I wanted to study business, but I wasn't sure where. I applied to the University of Minnesota Duluth, as well as the University of St. Thomas down in St. Paul. And after some scholarships, it came up that the costs were the same, and so it was really up to me to decide where I wanted to go. And it took me a while to figure that out, but I eventually landed in St. Thomas in St. Paul. And that has been a great school for me, with tons and tons of opportunities that I wouldn't have had I not been in DECA during high school. One such opportunity is the entrepreneurship program which I am in. I had a class where we had to start a company, and in that company I started was Minnesota Nice Threads. Basically what we do is we wholesale shoes in men and women's sizes and put a leather cutout of Minnesota on the sides of the shoes and sold them. This turned out to be super popular down there, and it just spread like wildfire, like crazy. So then we decided to expand into other products such as shirts and t-shirts and long sleeves and hoodies and all sorts of apparel products. And it's been a really great experience for me. And the most exciting thing with this company is that on Thursday I was given the opportunity to give an impromptu presentation of my business to the entire board of directors for the College of Business at St. Thomas. And one of the members there was Mr. Richard Schultz, the founder and CEO of Best Buy. So that was a super cool opportunity that I would not have had I not been in DECA in high school. After the presentation, I had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Schultz about entrepreneurship, philanthropy, and my company. And it was easily one of the best experiences of my entire life. So that's my story so far. Starting with DECA all the way to St. Thomas, it's been amazing. And none of it would have been possible without the support of the Two Harbors Area Fund, promoting DECA and helping them fund their trips. So I just want to say thank you to Two Harbors Area Fund for doing this. It's been a great thing for them to support, and without them, there would be kids that wouldn't get the same opportunities that I get, and I really don't want that to happen. So thank you all for listening, and have a great evening.